Hey, this is Mad Hatter, and I am releasing a tool today that used to be in Bedrock Edition, but it got cut for some strange reason, and it really needs to be in the game because it is an accessibility feature, and it's important that we have the ability for everybody else to play as they can. So, what used to be in Minecraft Bedrock Edition, if you are playing on mouse and keyboard, you used to be able to push Shift and Alt and then shift lock. Like I am right now, I am shift locked. You can't do that right now in the base game. There is no way for somebody to hold shift or hold any key down for an extended period of time that may be needed while playing. And that causes pain for some users, or it causes issues with people who have various levels of ability. I am frustrated by that, and I had filed a bug, and I've been waiting for a long time for this to get fixed, but now I'm going to release a program that does it on the side. So if you're on Windows, you can have this program and it will do what you used to be able to do and a little bit more. So what you used to be able, like I said, like what you used to be able to do is hold Shift and push Alt, and then you would be crouched and you'd be crouch locked. So I'm going to bring over the on-screen keyboard. Should be able to see that now. You can see what I'm doing is I'm holding Shift, I'm tapping Alt, and I let go of Shift, and for a brief second it lets go of it and then it pushes it back down. That way you can see in game when it's engaged, and it also is part of how the script works, so kind of bug and feature. This used to work in with other keys as well, so you could push W and it would continue walking for you. Or you could push A and Alt and it would pan for you. Or you could push any key on the keyboard and Alt and it would lock that key down. Now, I don't track every key, it's all definable, but all of that is part of the program, and we'll show you how that works later. Now, let's show you some ways that you can use this, because I've also added the ability to lock clicking down and lock right clicking down. So breaking blocks and placing blocks. So let's go take a look at that. There is a dirt farm, or a mud farm. So the way that the mud farm works is I come in here and I place blocks here by clicking and holding, and I gotta get the right angle. And it'll place. Well, you can't do that when AFK on the normal game because you gotta hold a button down. What I have made it do is if you press U on the keyboard and then push Alt and let go, it'll just click and hold right click. And it'll do that for as long as you want it to. To get it to stop holding right click, you push Alt or escape, and it'll stop pushing right click. But this way, I can now AFK like a concrete machine or whatever by pushing U and letting go of Alt. Okay, now that I'm at a skulk farm, the way that this skulk farm works is you have to mine here. So you gotta click and hold. The way that I have that set up on my program is if I hit Y and tap Alt and let go, it'll now just hold the mining key down. So we'll give it a second for the next set of skulk to pop up. So now, if you are sitting at a cobble generator or whatever, you can hold these keys without having to remap. So let's show you how this is done. There's going to be a link in the in the description on where to download this from. It's likely going to be from my website. I haven't really set up anything else to do that yet, but if there's a link to a different spot, it's in the description. So when you download, you're going to see an executable, this key locked executable. You might also see the random hotbar and click. That's another video. You should be able to find that in the iCards right now, but this random this is not used. It's just a key lock for this purpose. When you double click it, it'll say no config file found. Setting defaults. These are the defaults. It's got a left-handed use and a right-handed use, WASD, and then a couple of different ways people remap the left-handed keys. And then it's got the default key for mouse track, like the mouse left click, and the default key for the mouse right click, as well as the emergency escape button, which is just escape, and the normal alt button. So I'm going to pull this to the top, and I can demonstrate using the on-screen keyboard again. So if I hit Shift and I tap Alt, you see it says holding Shift. Now when I let go, you saw it blink, and then it says key up. That means that it detected that you picked up the key, and then it will hold down Shift. If I push Alt, it says unlock, and the unlock means that it's back in its initial state. This works with W as well, so I'm holding W. You might not see that on the keyboard unless I edit it in. It says holding W, go. It says key up, and it's now holding the W key. Push Alt, it says unlock. To configure, you edit this with Notepad or whatever text editor that you want. I'll come into here, and you can see each one of these letters is in this table, or in this file. It's got a comma afterwards, and that's really the important part. There's a comma, except for on the last one, there is no comma. So you can check to see if this is valid using a tool called Json Linter, and this will help you when you're editing. I can paste this in here, and I can hit validate JSON. If I'm missing a comma, it'll give me an error. It'll tell me where the error is. If I have an extra comma, it'll tell me, oh, you have an extra comma. And if I forget like a quote, it'll tell me that. And so on and so forth. So just make sure it's valid. This should be in the description. The Json Linter program, it should be in the our website should be in the description. Well, that's all I've got for you today. So if you liked it, leave a like. If you have something that you want to tell me, leave a comment. If you are not subscribed, do subscribe, because there will be more tools like this in the future. Anyway, this is Mad Hatter out. Thanks. Bye.